So to continue on what are the different strategies uh, to reduce cheating in an online courses, we will proceed with the step three. So in step three, this means that you will use varied question types. So what does it mean? Using our MySoul, okay, our MySoul, the learning management system of Silliman University, we have two types of question categories. I'm talking about the objective and subjective question type. So for our objective question type, we can see we have multiple choice, all or nothing multiple choice, true or false, select missing words, short answer, drag and drop into text, drag and drop markers, drag and drop matching, random short answer matching, matching and embedded answers close. And while in our subjective question type, we have the essay feature. Next slide, please. Okay. So in the first question type, in the objective, we have multiple choice. So in this part, so we have standard multiple choice, like select the best answer or single response from the given choices. We can also change the multiple choice response to have a multiple answers based on what you need. In this case, you will change the multiple question response into multiple answers, but you need to have equally divide the percentage of each question options. So you may impose penalties for incorrect responses. So in that making, make sure the stem or the question itself, you can have it as single response or multiple responses. But in multiple responses, you need to equally divide the percentage. So if that is, if your stem, if your question is, what are the functions of ICT in the society? So select all that applies. So you can have five options. So in that five options, there's one distractor. So in that case, you need to equally divide the percentage. So that's 100%. So you need to have 25%. There are four correct answers, so you need to have 25% in each options. That is a total of 100% in that particular item. So you will get the highest possible score of that item. That is multiple choice, having multiple answers. Next slide, please. So we have all or nothing multiple choice. So in this kind of feature in MySoul, this is an objective type. So it allows the selection of multiple responses from a predefined list and uses all or nothing grading. So it's up to you if you have 0% or 100%. So if you miss one particular options, then you got nothing. So this is out of zero or a zero or perfect. So that is all or nothing multiple choice. Next slide, please. So we have the true or false, the very basic objective type. This is a simple form of multiple choice question with just two choices, true or false. Next slide, please. So we have thus objective type select missing words. The feature in MySoul of select words, select select missing words means that you can place the drop down menu whenever you want. So you can place it in between statements and so on. So as you can see, we have a specific question, and then we have the drop down menus. So you can place that in between statements or and so on. Next slide, please. So we have another objective type, short answer. So it allows a response of one or few words that is graded by comparing against various model answers. So meaning you will specify the correct possible answers and you give a mark in every possible answers. So you can activate the case sensitive in providing the responses because this is in short answer. Uppercase and lowercase of the letters may be required, so it's up to you. And please take note that in short answer, this is space sensitive, so spaces count as a letter. Next slide, please. So we have a drag and drop feature. This is drag and drop into text. As you can see, we have a specific instruction, and then you can see we have blank fields. So this is just like a placeholder, and located below are your given possible answers or choices. So the structure of it is that you can place the placeholder or the fields in between statements. So just like example, the main character of No Limit Tanghiri is blank, and then you provide with another statement. So in that case, you place the field in between statements, but the default listing of options is located below. So that's the drag and drop into text. So automatically you need to drag and then drop. And next we have drag and drop markers. So markers are drag and drop onto a background image. So basically here you give your uh, instructions clearly. So you have specific an image. So all they need to do is just simply drag the given choices below and then drop to the specific coordinates. I'm talking about coordinates because you will specify that particular image. So in that case, the image is divided into 8 parts having different coordinates. So the learners will just drag and then drop the choices of that particular boundaries. So you can do that one as one of classification exams. If you have a example in science like vertebrates and invertebrates, then you have a list of answers or text, then they will just classify that particular text if that is vertebrates or invertebrates. So that's example for drag and drop. Next, we have drag and drop matching. So this is an extension of matching questions that allows the user to drag and drop items to match answers to the sub questions. So basically, we have instructions, and then in your formulation of your question or STEM, you can include plain text or image to it, and then at the right side are the listed options. Then they will just drag and then drop the answers. Next slide, please. Okay. So we have, okay, matching. So in matching, we have column A and column B. So the answer to each of a number of sub question must be selected from a list of possible options. So that is matching. It's column A and column B. In this case, this is limited only for text. The column B is only limited for text. So that is matching. And then next, we have here, we have another objective type. We have the embedded answer clause. So in this part, questions of this type are very flexible, but can only be created by entering text containing a specific codes. So you need to have a syntax for this one. So this could be a combination of multiple choice, short answers, and then numerical question. So basically, you can place the fields in between statements, and then you can add multiple choice as well as the numerical questions. Okay, next slide, please. Uh, Pakibak sa Sir Steve. Okay, we have what we call the essay. So this is the one type of subjective type. So it allows a response of a file upload and or online text. So this must be graded manually. So for example, if you have enumeration type of tests, you will use an online text for that. So this is available only for essay. So there, as you can see, we have the question, and then in the lower part we have the online text or online text editor, where they will formulate their responses and do the formatting. Say part or all of the varied question types. So refrain from having an exam with all multiple choice or true or false and include open-ended questions. It is more difficult for students to give the same response as their friends verbatim for open-ended questions, and students may be forced to explain their responses using specific details and supporting narratives. So that are outstanding of their own understanding of the course materials or learning outcomes. So in that case, with the tips in number 3, so I have good suggestion in that step 3. So you will try to convert your plain text questions, okay, into image format like PNG or JPEG, so that your students can easily copy paste the question to the internet and then search the answers. So basically, you can do that by the help of snipping tool. So it's one way of example. You type your questions in Word, so you will just snip it and then convert that one into an image, so that when the deployment of the exam, the students are not easily copy paste the given question, but rather it is in image format. So we have that is for the uh, 3.
Yeah. In
Okay.
addition, the point for this specific guideline is, instead of giving like in one administration of exam, instead of just simply giving multiple choice, in your exam, make sure to have a variety of question type. Research shows that students, when there are variety of question types, that would give them what's this a mindset that is difficult to cheat because they don't have much time, especially if the quiz or the exam is limited. No, sir. Let's say, for example, you have quiz one. Instead of all true or false, convert that into varied type of question type. That's what we usually do. Like if there are 10 questions in a quiz, instead of all true or false, perhaps two are multiple choice, one is an essay. Ako, in myself, I used to have one open-ended question, which is essay, in all type of my quiz in the undergrad. Just is that is actually to, to for them to make sure that they have to stop for a while and think rather than just simply copying and pasting. The enumeration, perhaps you will ask about the enumeration thing. There are options actually. Sir Predley mentioned two possible one. It's either a missing word type or you can actually not two, but pwede siya into many. You can also do again the essay. You can do the the short answer type, but it has to be it has to be stated, and then it has to be listed all possible answer, but you have an equivalent points. You have an equivalent points into that, and many other forms. So again, the intention here is in one exam, instead of just giving one type, make sure to have a variety and a combination of subjective and at the same time an objective type of assessment.